How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode of our MLB The Show 25 Road to the Show series with our two-way player, Everett Scott. In the previous episode, we started off our Double-A career. We struggled at the plate a little bit, got a few home runs, had a few decent hits, but overall, we definitely need to improve when it comes to batting. We had one pitching performance, and we did relatively well. We got pulled after 7, and that was about it. We do have a record of 6-3 taking on the Chattanooga Lookouts. Our first home series here, taking on let me try that again. Taking on the Lookouts, who are 3-6, the exact opposite of our record. But what I did before I recorded this episode was I went through, and with the stubs I got from pre-ordering this game, I went through and got equipment for everything here, and I made sure it was all gold. Some of it I already had unlocked opening some packs and whatnot, but others I just bought it just because, I don't use the stubs for anything else. So we do have this diamond bat. We got these two with packs. And then everything else is gold, I'm pretty sure. So we still got these. We got this glove, got these cleats. And the catcher stuff doesn't really matter since we're not a catcher, but it still boosts your stuff if you have it equipped. Then we got this elbow guard, this leg guard, wrist guard, compression sleeve, tape, glasses, same ritual. We got some socks, and then we got a base runner's protective sliding mitt, which kind of looks weird, but I get it's like an oven mitt without the thumb hole. But yeah, so we got all that. Just figured, spend the stubs while I have them. Not really anything else. I'm surprised. I'm honestly really surprised they don't have an option for you to spend stubs to unlock tokens. I'm honestly really surprised they didn't give you that option. I mean, kudos to San Diego Studios for not putting that in the game, because they easily could have they could have added that, and so many people would just buy that. So their Road to the Show characters already like OP before they even start freaking Double-A. But I do respect them for that. But I also at the same time I'm like, I wish you could use stubs to buy like tokens, just that way you could have another use for stubs if you don't really use it for Diamond Dynasty. Because when all you do is Road to the Show, after a certain point, you have stubs that you never use them for, because you spend them on better equipment once you have it, and then once you have everything diamond, you're just like, oh well, I don't have anything to spend my stubs on anymore, so they just sit there and you never touch them again. But anyway, that's just a little rant. Excuse me. We're gonna be doing this series here, and then what we'll do is we'll sim this series against the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. Like I said I believe at the end of the last episode, I think that's what we'll do, just to speed through the Double-A and Triple-A a little bit, since they're longer series. I don't want to do 2 series per video when each series is 6 games. I think 6 games is the perfect amount to play in one episode, especially if we're going to have pitching performances in there. But yeah, so we'll play this series, and then at the end of the episode, we'll sim this series. And then I'll probably play a decent chunk on my own time, or play until we get called up, or till we get like, I don't know, maybe halfway through this month, or maybe into the beginning of June. I'm not sure how we'll do it. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I've been rambling for long enough. You guys probably just want me to get to the game. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into our first home series of our Double-A career against the Lookouts. And we should be pitching. Yes, indeed we are. Let's jump in. All right, making our home debut. It's Jackie Robinson Day. What better than that? Home debut wearing 42 on the bump. We love that. Okay, end the inning without allowing a run. End inning without allowing a run and 1 or fewer base runners. You know what? We'll do this one. And he cracks that to third. And out at first. Easy. 1 pitch, 1 out. And we got him swinging for strike 3. 2 outs now. And we got him swinging. 2 Ks and a ground out. Good start. Okay, up to bat. Now this is where we need to perform better. And we started off with a freaking one-pitch ground ball. Gotta love it. Hey, back on the bump here, taking on Sal Stewart. See if we can get him out. And he gets struck out looking at that one. Beautiful start on the mound here today. And he he crushes that into left. But it's a fly out. I think I was trying to say crank that and crush that. And I just flubbed my words. Still got the out. And he hits that off the first pitch. Short and left going for it. Shortstop makes the out. Okay, back out here on the bump. Up 2-0. Let's see. You know what? Let's just retire the side in order. Go for the bigger boosts. And he hits that up the middle, so we will fail that challenge. Good hit there. First base runner. First base runner we have allowed. And we got him looking for the first out here. Runner still on first, but chance for us to get a double play. And he hits that, but the second baseman snags it for the second out. That could have been dangerous. Second baseman was locked in, though. And a little grounder over to third, force out at second. Pretty solid inning once again there, just gave up the one hit. All right, so we're up to bat again with 2 on and 1 out. Gonna go big or go home. And that's a grounder. That will be 2. Just get me back on the mound. That's where I play better. All right, top of the fourth, still holding on to our 2-0 lead here. And we got him swinging. Add another strike to the board. And got him swinging. Add another one. And that is a little blooper. First baseman will snag it to end the inning. Only one hit given up for both teams, but we have the lead. Okay, top of the fifth, Cam Collier. Still holding on to our 2-0 lead here. And he hits that into left. That might drop. Diving effort, but he can't pick it up. So a lead-off double for the Lookouts here, but that's okay. We just got to lock in. Keep pitching like we have been. And a base hit up the middle. We get the out at first. Runner stays on second. And a base hit, or a ground ball, excuse me, over to third. And a throw over to first for the second out. And a swing and a miss to end the fifth. Left a runner on second. Okay, top of the sixth. The 2 runs is the only ones we have on the board for our team. And that's going to be a can of corn out to right. And he's got it for the first out. 3-pitch out there. And a 3-pitch strikeout. Add another one. And a grounder to shortstop. And he makes the throw to end the 6th. All right, bringing in a new pitcher for the Lookouts, and we're up to bat for our 3rd at bat. Grounded out the first 2 times. Let's see if we can actually do something here. There we go. That's going to drop. So we will get a single. Apparently we drove in all runners. There was nobody else on, but we'll take that free. We'll take the free credit. And it misses. It misses. So no double play. If we had enough speed, we'd go for third, but we are very slow. And he hits that. So bases are juiced with no outs. Let's not blow this, boys. Come on. And that'll be a double play, but we will get a run added to the board. Okay, top of the 7th now. Our run is the only one that came across there. Let's try and retire the side in order this time. And that gets over into right field. Apparently, whenever we do retire the side in order, they always get a little frickin' bloop single. That's okay though. And a swing and a miss. Drop strike 3. Well, maybe not. Maybe not considered a drop strike 3. I don't know how that works. We got the strikeout regardless. And a strike 3 swing. 2 outs with the runner still on first. And he hits that off the first pitch. Left fielder going after it, and he makes the catch to end the 7th. They strand the runner on first. Okay, top of the 8th. Still holding on to our 3-0 lead here. Let's do this one. And he hits that to first. Oh, I hit the R1 button on accident. My dude did a little PA or whatever it's called in ballet. I don't know. Oh, and I'm getting pulled after. What are you pulling me for? I'm pitching great. I still have a ton of gas in the tank. All right, whatever, coach. So we got replaced defensively, but we still get some at-bats. 1 for 3 with a single. Is that going to get caught? Yes, it will. Why do I still lose the challenge? That's dumb. All right, we're up by 2. Let's just sim. Hope we win. And we do win. So we get our second win as a pitcher. Not the most dominant effort on the mound, dude. We had so many strikeouts, dude. We had 10 strikeouts. Gave up 3 hits. I'd say that's a pretty dominant freaking start on the mound, dude. All right, so immediately starting off game number 2 with a boss challenge. We're probably going to fail this challenge. We're not very good. We got 2 on with no outs, though. You know what? We got to go for it. That's a solid hit, but it's not going to have enough. Maybe not even enough for him to tag. Oh, he's going. Okay, well, at least we advanced him, and we do get some runs out of it. Up by 4 now, leading off the bottom of the 3rd. And that's just a can of corn. Second baseman going to catch that easily. And 0 for 2 on the day now. Bottom of the 5th, excuse me. Almost letting the lookouts get back into this one. It's 4-6 now, leading off the 5th. That's a solid hit. Gonna be a fly out to right. Hitless in this one still. All right, bottom of the 7th, 0 for 3. We got to get a hit here. We have a 9-game hitting streak. And that is going to be a grounder to second. We were patient in that at-bat, but unfortunately did not pay off. Okay. We're up by 1. You know what? Let's enter. See what happens here. See if our pitcher can shut the door. There's 1. And there's 2. All right, our hitting streak ends at 9 games, but at least we get the win. Should have been done and dusted early on with the lead we had. We shouldn't have let them climb their way back into it, but we still got the win. Okay, start of game 3 here. See if we can actually get a hit this game. We're already up 1-0 as well. All right, first pitch we're swinging at, and it's just a fly out to right. We gotta improve something, man. We are struggling at the plate. Bottom of the 3rd, losing 2-1 now. Runner on first with 1 out. We cracked that one. Gonna be another fly out, this time to left. Just put me back on the mound, man. We're way better there. All right, top of the 6th, out in center. Losing 4-1 this time.
A refreshing way to wash down a hot dog at the ballpark.
Okay.
frozen rope.
Barely have to move for that one. Just a few steps back, and we make the out.
One out
All right,
and the
bottom of the
base is
sixth,
empty.
back up to bat. Still losing by 3.
This one in the air.
Solid
center
hit
field.
again, just slightly late on the timing. Fly out to center, so we've flown out to everybody in the outfield, making them work.
Next
Top of the
for
ninth.
lookouts,
Doesn't
and
look like we're
number
going to win this one. That's okay.
1-2 now. This one is labeled.
That's cranked out. We're not going to get to that one.
One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. And here comes the runner. Cut off, throw
Oh,
to third.
got him at third.
Out.
They get a run, though, but
Is in to score.
bottom of the ninth, 0 for 3. Can we get a hit, or are we going to go hitless 2 games in a row?
Overs the 1-1. Now
And a
pop-up on
pop-up.
the infield. And there's 2 away.
Man, I absolutely suck
Those
cheeks.
high fastballs in the zone look so tempting.
Yeah, we're not winning. Sim to the end of this one.
Between the team's
Hitless
loss
in
and his
2
own performance,
straight
definitely
games.
A frustrating game. Just can't dwell on it.
Not very good. Okay, game 4 of the series here. Already losing 3-0, but we got a runner on first with 1 out.
Edge.
Okay, solid hit. Once again, a fly out.
2 away.
Like, we can have good timing, too, and we're just flying out, man. We got to up that contact.
One gone and a
Okay,
runner on at
top of the
first.
third,
Now it's
3-0.
shortstop, Edwin Arroyo.
Down 3-0, I should say. Out in center. They got 1 on with 1 out.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. A laser
So
into
hit
the
that.
outfield. That's out number 2.
Just throw it to the cutoff.
And now the center fielder.
Okay,
Everett
got a challenge
Scott.
here. Got a runner on with 2
Better
outs.
results than last night and 0
We
for
just-
4 line in the
We got to
loss.
go for singles, man. We can't worry about doubles and homers till we can actually consistently get on base.
Hard
And
hit,
we can't even get a single.
Plenty of time. Inning over. 1 hit. Man at
Okay,
first
bottom of
with
the
one
sixth,
gone.
losing
Coming
4-0
to the
now.
dish,
Runner on first with 1 out.
Scott.
And there we go. We will finally get a hit.
And the lead runner has to hold on.
About
Second.
time.
Really trusted his
I
hands
wouldn't
to
be
run the ball
celebrating that
on
much, dude.
pitch. 1-2 pitch.
And he will
Swings
hit
and
that.
fires it.
It will drop. I'm going 3.
For the plate. Comes in to score.
And we will get a run across the board. Runners on the corners now with only 1 out.
Nice job of 2-strike hitting there. Didn't get overwhelmed.
So at least we will not be getting shut out in this one. And he watches that for strike 3. Okay, back out in center. Top of the 8th, losing by 3. So I think we're gonna be tied up in this series 2 games apiece. That's gonna be a grounder up the middle. Just throw it to second. Routine play there. All right, bottom of the 8th. Nobody on, 1 out. And a grounder. I am just not being patient. And we're gonna sim.
Kind of an average
Yep.
performance. It was a loss
We
for the
lose.
team, and he was
Tied up.
remarkable at the plate.
2 games apiece. Let's move on to game 5. All right, so
Next,
game 5 here.
Scott.
Already losing 1-0. You love it. You love jumping into a game you're already losing. There we go. That's a solid hit to right, but it doesn't matter, man. Just another flyout. We were up 3-0 in that. I even used power swing on that because I knew it was going to be in the strike zone.
1 out, runners at
Bottom of the
first and second.
3rd, down 3-1. Runners on first and second with 1 out.
In the air, right field.
And he dives for it. Can't make the catch. So bases juice with 1 out. Bad throw in.
And that holds the runner at third.
Don't be celebrating, man.
Nice cut there to push the ball the
You
other
got
way.
lucky he didn't
He'll
make
try
that
to go
catch.
back. And now the 3-1 pitch. Ball
And he
four.
walks in a run.
In a run.
Down by 1 run now.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
And he will hit that into left. We're going to tag.
Under it and makes the catch. Runners tag up from second and
So
third.
we're all tied up
It's
here, and
score
runners
on
are
the
on the
side
corners
fly.
with
All
2
tied up at
outs.
3.
And that's a hit
And that's a big
into
hit.
center. That's going to give us the
Into
lead.
score from third. It's an RBI single.
Absolutely beautimous. Now let's see if we can actually hold on to it. And no, we cannot. Already losing 6-4, bottom of the 5th.
Everything going in the right direction and barreled it up for a liner into center. Nice rip. In
And
the
that's
air,
a solid
towards
hit
right
into
center.
right. Got a
And
fly
that's two
out.
down. So
Bottom of the 8th,
Everett
losing
Scott
6-4 still. Runner on first, no
with
outs.
wasn't quite able to square it up. On the
And
ground,
that's
that's
just going to be a little blooper to short.
Jump throw. And very nicely
Okay.
done for the out.
They advanced him to second, but somehow we were still out on that. I feel like that needs to be reviewed. I feel like we were ahead of that throw. Let's watch it here, see if we can see a good view of it. So nice jumping throw. Not going to take that away from him. Okay, thanks for letting us see. Oh, here we go. No, we were out. It was close, though. It was close. I wish they wouldn't pop that up every
He's capable
time,
of giving
but
them more than he did today.
we are losing in the series 3-2. Best we can hope for is we end the series in a tie. Let's move on to the final game of the series and of the episode. And we are on the bump again. Okay, so at least we can finish off the episode with a good performance.
Here's what you need to know about
We'll
the
have
righty.
at least half a game
He's
a
got
good
more pitches
performance
to
with us
choose
on the
from
mound. We'll still
and
be
we'll see
hitting.
how to extend for more power. Pops this
And
one
he
up.
hits that.
Howard.
Gonna be a fly out to short, and he makes the catch. 1 down.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
And he will pop that up. First baseman chasing after it. And he'll make the catch for the second out.
Doing a fine job at the plate recently.
And he will hit
So
that
it's a
first
7-game
pitch he
hit
sees.
streak.
It will
That one
drop.
gets down for a hit. And
So they
that
will
keeps
get a
the
base
inning alive.
hit. And he will hit that up the middle.
For a base knock.
He stops at second, though.
That's
He
two
probably could have
straight
made that
two-out
to
hits.
probably could have made it to third there.
Ground balls like that are really tough to make.
And that is another hit up the middle. What the hell is going on here?
Runner scores and they take
So that's the first run I've given up.
Lines this one
And
to
he
left.
hits that into left and
That ends the
finally
inning and limits
gets
the
us out of
damage.
this
One
inning.
run
Hey,
exceeds
up
the
to bat.
designated hitter. Everett
Let's see how bad we struggle in
first
this
and
one.
second.
There we go.
Towards right center.
Solid hit
It's a
into the
base
gap. That'll tie this game up here.
One run comes in, and here
Okay,
comes
he's
the
telling me to hold up. We're going to get the lead here.
back safely as he took
A
the turn for the
two-run
there. Runner scores,
double.
and they have the lead.
Most productive hit we've had all episode.
As he brings home a
Give
pair.
ourselves the
Now
lead to
might
work
as well
with when we
get
go
placed
back on the
on
mound.
night. Soft contact in the air.
All right,
Makes
he
the
hits
catch.
that straight to the
One
third
down.
baseman. 1 out now. And he will hit that. It'll drop. We're going to hold up at third. I don't have enough
Sign goes
speed.
up at third. Runners at
So we got the corners now with 1 out.
that are beyond frustrating for the pitcher.
All right. That's going to drop. Gives us a 2-run lead here. He's going to third. And he is safe. That was close there. Can we get any more? Yes, we do. We added 2 more runs to the board for me to work with. And a 3-pitch strikeout. Got him looking. Good start.
The hitter's timing. He might go to the high heat
And
to
got him looking right on the line. And got him swinging. That's a wild pitch, though. Can we still gun him?
collects, fires to first.
No.
Not in time. He legs it
We
out.
got the strikeout, but he'll still get on base. And got him swinging.
That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the
So we
changeup.
got a strike. We got
runs,
3
no base hits,
strikeouts.
no errors,
Or we
and
got
one
3
run.
outs there, but the
Midway
one
through
was a
the
wild
second, the
pitch. So,
Smokies lead it 5-1. This
hey,
broadcast
back
is
up to
sponsored
bat.
by
Still
Hackett
leading
Slash
5-1
Landscaping.
here.
Ripped
Another
it
solid
down.
hit into the gap.
Base hit.
That's only going to be
And
good for a
leadoff hitter
single,
on the
though. Right fielder was all over that one. But we're perfect so far in this game.
Here it
We're
comes.
going for it.
Runner on the go.
And he hit that.
Up the middle.
That would have been a double play possibly if we didn't go. So I'm kind of glad we went.
And ball 4.
And he gets walked. Almost hit him with that pitch.
1-2 pitch.
Going.
Steal attempt.
And he hits it. That gets through. We're scoring.
They extend their lead as
The double steal, and we end up coming home.
It's 6-1.
Beautiful. Good play there. All right, back on the bump here, top of the third. Let's see if we can have another good outing here. And he hits that. Second baseman will make the out. One down. And got him swinging. 2 down. And he hits that. Nice dive by the third baseman. Can he still make the play? No, he cannot. They get a single. That's okay. We still got 2 down. And he will hit that up. Left fielder should have it. And he does. Back up to bat here. Bottom of the third. Runner in scoring position. We are perfect in this game. And that's a little blooper. And we get out. No longer perfect on the day. All right. See if we can have another successful pitching outing here in the top of the fourth. That's a pop-up. Center fielder running in. Makes the catch. 1 down. That's a base hit up the middle. Second baseman stops it. Jump throw and gets the out. Beautiful play there. And got him looking with the strike. All right. Top of the fifth now. We got a challenge. An inning without allowing a run and 2 or more strikeouts. Let's try it. That's a hit up the middle. Short will get to it. And we get him out. And got him looking for the strike. Just need 1 more K. And we get the challenge. And got him looking. 2 strikeouts in a row. And we finish the challenge. Hey, top of the 6th, holding on to our 5-run lead. Let us do retire the side in order. Let's try it again. Last 2 times we have not been successful. Let's try it 1 more time. And got him swinging. 1 down. And he will hit that. Second baseman will stop it. Quick throw in. And the second out. 1 more to retire it in order. And got him swinging. And we finally get the challenge to retire the side in order. All right, they're bringing in a new pitcher. And we have a challenge at bat. You know what? Let's try a home run. Let's see if we can get one in this episode. That's not going to be home run. First baseman, nice dive effort. Makes the out. And we're getting pulled here after 6 good innings. Still going to be playing. 2 for 4 so far in this one. Runner on first with no outs. All right, we get walked. We fought back in that count. Ended up drawing the walk. You love it. Good patience there. Shows I can actually be patient when I need to be. So we got 2 on, no outs here. He's up 3-0. Is he going to walk 3 batters in a row?
3-0 pitch.
And yes, he will. That's 3 batters he's walked in a row. So bases are juiced with no outs.
1 and 2.
And that's it. We're tagging. No, we're not, because third baseman isn't going. Probably a good call. And Long gets walked. So 4 walks from this guy in this inning. And it leads to an extra run for us. He hits it. Gets past the first baseman, and we get another run. Bases are still juiced. All right, we're up by 8 runs. We're simming, man. We got another win. Series ends in a tie. We are undefeated as a pitcher. Gave up our first and only run of the game. But we still had a great performance on the bump, and we actually played well at the plate too. 2 for 4 with a double, single, 2 ribbies, 3 runs. Pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 10 strikeouts, no walks, We were 5 for 24 in the series with a double, 2 ribbies, 44.3% strikeout rate, and a 0% walk rate. Definitely better at pitching. All right. But, ladies and gentlemen, I know I said I'd sim this series, but I was thinking about it, and I don't like simming. I really don't. I like playing games. So, unfortunately, we're not going to do that. I'll do one series, play a little bit, play another series, play a little bit on my own, We'll figure it out. But I'm going to end it here. Uh, Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did and have not done so already, make sure to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell to turn on all notifications so you never miss a future one of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. And until next time, take care.